Hello everybody, this is Abby Norman. Welcome back to the bottom of the well. We are about to find out what happened with Alice. My voice is killing me. It took a lot longer for the bombs to begin falling than they said. I stayed online for as long as I could. I don't know where that music was coming from. Jesus! I stayed online for as long as I could with my laptop in the bathroom, doors closed, everything edible stacked around me. The news suggested that the US missile defense was working, that it was shooting down the Russian missiles before they could land. But I guess sooner or later our luck ran out. Go on. Well, first the electricity went. I remember being lit up by just my laptop screen. Before I had time to panic, there was this rumble. Oh. Thank you. I could do without that. I could do without it. It's too deafening, unfortunately. Before I had time to panic, there was this rumble. And then the plaster started raining down from the ceiling, and the toilet seat underneath me kind of started feeling oily. I don't know, like I was in danger of sliding off of it. Jesus. I was completely terrified. There's nothing really that can prepare you for it. And that was just the first one. How many did they send your way? How should I know? After that first hit, the internet was down. The lights didn't come back on. But then a few moments later, there was another one. You know how you kind of count seconds between seeing the flash and hearing the thunder when there's lightning? Yeah. This felt like that. Shock after shock, and then counting the little white flakes dropping down from the ceiling, hoping and praying the next one wouldn't just obliterate you. Did it go on for long? I don't think so. After the third one, my laptop and phone both stopped working suddenly. Because you don't keep them charged. Oh, I hate it when people don't keep them charged. Look, just in case there's a bomb emergency or something like this, always keep your stuff charged. Or at least always keep one of those little adapter things. I have one, but I forget what it's called. It's a little, like, battery bank. So that has, like, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 hours more of life on it. So you can be like, oh no, I'm being bombed. Oh, it's okay though. I have Dunstan checks in to cheer me up. No, I don't have that on my Amazon Kindle. No. EMP? EMP, what's that? Electromagnetic pulse. It's this, like, secondary effect of a nuclear blast that knocks out electronics. Wait, how could you not know what that is? It's your dream, after all. It is kind of weird. Dream me definitely knew. Knows more things than real me does. Or did. Look, how long did you stay in there? Well, the man on the TV said to monitor broadcasts until all clear was given, or at least 24 hours. I brought my portable radio with me. The net went down, but the radio waves remain, at least for a while. Analog for the win. The broadcast stopped after a while, but not before reporting on wind patterns. There was going to be a lot of fallout raining down right outside my window, right around the 24-hour mark. So not the best option? Well, I was pretty sure I'd get inside whether I wanted it or not. The question was if it was worth waiting a little longer. Did you have enough food? I had enough to last me 24 hours at least. So what was your decision? I stayed for as long as I could. I didn't stay longer than I had to. I left as soon as the explosion stopped. That would be the smart thing to do. That would be something that no one would do in the movies. I stayed for as long as I could. I didn't stay longer than I had to. I left as soon as the explosion stopped. Yeah, but there's still the trouble of buildings falling. I don't know. I stayed for as long as I could. I stayed for as long as I could, yeah. I stayed for as long as I possibly could until my supplies ran out. And how long was that? Well, I could have stayed at least a few days, and I was praying for that. I hoped that maybe the internet or electricity or something would come back on, but it didn't look like it. You got bombed, so no, I'm not surprised. The first 24 hours were alright, but after that, it got pretty miserable. The apartment was cooling down, and I hadn't thought of bringing anything to actually sleep on. Duh! But your room was right there. Couldn't you have gone and grabbed your mattress? Yep. I was tempted enough to crack open the door just a bit, just to take a peek, see if things weren't maybe as bad as they seemed, but the glimpse I caught of the room outside convinced me otherwise. closed the door quickly, although I think I let some dust into the room. That can't be good. I didn't feel any different. Not right away. I might have toughed it out longer even, but that's when I heard a knock. Ah! What? On your bathroom door? No, my front door. Holy shit. Survivors. Rescue. The former. But I thought the same as you. I just couldn't ignore it, so I got up and stepped out. What did it look like? You know, it actually took me a little while to wrap my head around, but it was still my apartment. You see, all the windows had shattered, so everything was covered in shards. There were books and papers all over, blown around by the wind, I guess, and ash. Ash. Ash Ketchum. Yes, I was in shock, like stepping into another world. I walked across this debris, glass crunching under my feet, to the window. To the wall! Let the sweat drip. I'm done. Everything was grey, even though my phone said it was morning. It was raining ash. That can't be good. Did the city stand? I think the city was making most of the ash. Oh god. Sorry, my voice is going. I could see smoke rising from what little horizon I had visible from my apartment, and it smelled burnt and smoke outside. But it was also eerily quiet. Except for the knocking. Yes, except for the knocking. Actually, I had gotten so hung up on staring at the fallout, whoever had been knocking had given up. I rushed to the door and pulled it open just in time. Who was it? It was one of my neighbours. His name was Ross. We'd actually hung out a bit at some point at some tenants meeting or other. I was just so happy to see someone else had made it. I started asking about the building, about the city, about everything, but he just said, well, he actually just led me to a door that was open. It faced the opposite side of the building. What does that... Let me finish. I peeked in, calling out a hello, and find myself looking at nothing. You know, no walls, no floor, barely any roof left. No windows, no people, kitchen cabinets hanging loose above the abyss. That kind of thing. And beyond, nothing. Just ruins and fire. The whole downtown area gone. There was this thick, ashy snow falling everywhere, a lot of it drifting inside. A sudden gust suddenly blew a face full of it at me, and I gasped. Oh. Well, there's stuff here. That doesn't sound good. My stupid self was standing there, mouth agape, staring. So of course I got a lungful of it. Damn idiot me. Ugh, I'm sick. I can't really do the sight justice though, and I don't blame Dream Me for staring. Dream You isn't you. She is and she isn't. It's hard to explain. Anyway, go on. Were there other survivors except Ross? Yes. We gathered at the bottom floor, a little group of us. Ross, me, and an old lady from the ground floor. A family with 2 kids, the night janitor who had hidden in the broom closet when the bombs hit. No one was badly hurt, but we were all coughing from the ash. Weren't you worried? I mean, about radiation? I didn't really have time to be worried about radiation. We were more worried about the building collapsing on us. I mean, half of it was already gone. Okay, so, what did you do with your little group? Well, first we all sat down and exchanged stories of our survival, speculations on the cause of the attack. Yes, look, there's no time for story time. It's really not. It was the most natural thing in the world. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. But soon enough, we needed to make a decision. Ross said I was the last person he'd found alive in our building. Just we stay put. Just was putting between ground zero and ourselves as possible. Why would I leave on my own? Why would I do that? It's mean. This seems like a good idea. This does, because I'm out of food and they are out of food. And I don't really want to go out to the fallout shelter because whilst it may be safe, Bitchface might not let us in. Although there might have been a revolt. It could have been a revolt. Don't want to take that risk. No. There you go. I argue strongly that we need to leave right then and there, but what? But what? But they wanted to stay. The family with the child, he'd started feeling bad, nauseous, diarrhea, radiation poisoning. Yeah, he's probably got radiation poisoning. He wasn't in any shape to walk anyway, they said. What about the fallout shelter if they were reluctant to move far? I thought about suggesting that, So what did you do? Oh, fine. When I revealed I knew about a fallout shelter within walking distance, the argument just kind of seemed to stop. They were magical words. Fallout shelter. Yeah, but she won't let us in. Oh. With radioactive ash raining down from above, I'd imagine so. So we quickly gathered our things and headed towards there. I honestly hadn't even considered what things would look like down on the streets, though. I mean, not really. Ah, people! What did it look like? The streets. Awful. Ruined buildings everywhere. Charred by fire, most of them. We had to pick our way between cars and debris and bodies. There were so many bodies. It makes me sick just to think about it. It must have been pretty difficult to travel. Yes, although it was oddly inconsistent. I think my building was the last one directly affected by the blast. But a block in the opposite direction, there were many mainly intact buildings, as much as you could call them intact, I guess, still standing. What about others? Were there any survivors on the street? Yeah, there were others. A lot of them were a lot worse off than me. Some were blind. Others were burned, broken, or in shock. Yeah. There just wasn't anything I could do. Where was the government? I don't know. No one knew. I hadn't heard a single ambulance siren since the event. For all we knew, there was nothing left. Oh, God. Oh, what happened to me? Was the shelter still there? Well, the building it had been in wasn't. I mean, it had collapsed. It was just a pile of rubble and rebar and charred mess of house innards. And the shelter? We knew the shelter used to be underneath this bar. The rad bar on the first floor. I got us as close as I could, but the entrance was definitely blocked. Holy shit. But there were probably people down there too, weren't there? Yeah. And some of them were my friends. That is, if anyone survived. What did you do? Did the fallout continue to fall? Yeah, oh yeah. So there was a question of time. Either we gave up and went back to the apartment, or then we tried to leave town. Hey, what about the people potentially trapped underground? Or then we tried to dig our way down to them. It'd take time, but maybe it would be worth it. What did you do? I wanted us to try to... Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, because if we manage to get them out, then hopefully they'd be grateful. And hopefully it'd be like, hey, guess what? We got you out here, now let us in. And we can survive together. Because we don't have any food at the moment, and they might have food down there. The family with the kids and the older lady immediately say no. They weren't going to start digging around in the dirt for something that they weren't even sure was there. Oh, how nice. What about the others? Ross and the janitor guy? They wanted to help, but they weren't really sure it would be worth it. What do you say? I told them we didn't have nearly enough uncontaminated food to survive at the apartment. Exactly! This was our best shot. The others left, and we got down to business. Well, goodbye. Go fuck yourselves. It was dusty, hard work, but at least I wasn't alone. Could you have done it yourself? Probably not. We found the hatch, marked fallout shelter and everything, underneath a car that had even been thrown through a wall or purposely crashed through it. Luckily the tyres were still functional, so we could just roll it off. Holy crap. Okay, so what did you find underneath? Well, at one point, of course, the people below had noticed that someone was working above them. There wasn't a lot they could do from below, but the moment the hatch was free and I banged on it, someone opened it. Not your old friend Bitch Queen by any chance? No, but it only took a few moments before she too arrived at the scene, although looking a lot less aware. Ha ha! They must have been grateful. Oh yes, being trapped underground is never a very welcome concept, although in this case, I'm the hero! I am the hero! I am the hero, all bow before me, I am Alice. Although in this case, the cellar had contained a few 100 gallons of booze and beer, so some of them were in quite a festive mood. Well, if the world is ending, it's the best way to do it. So what did you do? Well, obviously we wanted in, but there she was, front and centre again. But this time it wasn't just her. She had a friend along. This big burly... hang on a second. This big burly Ray, she stated unequivocally there was no more room in the shelter. But what the hell? Did a whole bunch of people just climb out of there? I bet none of them were very keen on going back in. Yeah, I don't really know what she was thinking, but her problem was clearly with me. There could only be one bitch queen or something like that. All that work, and now this. What did you do? Oh, it was time to leave town, all of us together. It was time to leave town, but I was doing it alone. I wanted to find out what happened to Ches. wasn't going down without fight. Full shit. Oh, I want to know what. Oh yeah, my boyfriend. I forgot about him. Maybe he's down there. I don't know. Okay, if we leave town, all of us, then we might not find food. I was going out. The fallout shelter was ours. It's technically not ours. It is technically hers, but they have food, and I have friends, and I want them to be. Will Ross beat the crap out of him? I want to find out what happened to Ches. Oh, okay, yeah. So going after Ches, where would you start? At his apartment. It was just a few blocks from mine. Alright, so you did that. I thought I could go and check. How was the walk? Gruesome. I mean, there's destruction less than further away from my building, but it's still pretty bad. Cars, bodies, ugh. But I just tucked my chin down and hurried, not stopping for anyone or anything. Did you have the key? Of course not. But that didn't matter. The door to the building was unlocked, and when I got to... Well, of course it was unlocked. It was fucking blown off. When I got to his apartment, I found the door left open. He must have left in such a hurry, he forgot to close it behind him. I still knocked before entering, but there was no one there. Huh, so what did you do? Well, it's familiar to me. His apartment, I mean. We met, say no more. Yours are mine, etc. Oh, damn, what a dream. He had some food I could eat, fresh fruit, that kind of thing. So I availed myself to that. Oh, hallelujah. Did you find out where he'd gone? It didn't take long. He had these pictures of his sister and him everywhere. I hadn't really noticed them before. She was in a wheelchair in most of them. And on his fridge, a post-it note with her address and phone number. Explains the rushed exit. Yeah. And anyway, I now had an address, somewhere to go. And where was that? Well, pretty far actually. Out in the boroughs. Take a while to walk, what with all the public transport out of order. As if you'd let something like that deter you. True. But it was pretty far, and I was alone. And it would be dangerous. And you know how dangerous it's going to be? I don't know, but I need to go pee. So I'm actually going to finish this episode here, and I'll see you all in the next part of The Bottom of the Well. Bye-bye!